woman, what does your concern have to do with me? What have I got to do with this embarrassment of a party being wrecked because the wine's run out? My hour has not yet come. My ministry has not yet started. He's not talking about when he talks later about that hour that has come, about going to the cross. He's saying, my ministry has not yet started. The Father's not given me the okay yet. Remember when they brought Jesus? Well, it's actually later if you look at it. This is early in the ministry and this is the first miracle, and it would have been later. If we look in the Synoptic Gospels, we're told that they bring Jesus' family to him. His mother, his brothers, his sisters. He did have brothers and sisters. They were his brothers and sisters. James, the brother of the Lord's brother, and Jude. Who is my mother? He said, who is my mother? Those who do the will of God. They are my mother, my brothers, my sisters. You see, Jesus' priority was the kingdom, was his purpose. And he was about to enter into that purpose. He was about to begin that ministry. But he says, it's not quite yet. You know, we can speculate a lot about Jesus being fully human, fully God. You know, what did he know? How did that whole thing work about, I do what the Father tells me? We can speculate about that, but we'll never really fully understand because we're not in its place. Yeah? But Jesus knew that his ministry was about to start. But all of a sudden now he's put in the place where it's going to start. You know, you may know, maybe many years ago, God called you. Maybe you know, maybe you accept what God has called you to do, but you just think, you know, I need more time. I remember when the overseer asked me to come to Mansfield, to Pastor Mansfield, I said, how much time have I got? He says, 2 weeks. I said, too short. I thought, you know, I'm going to have to fast about this for 6 months. But you know what? The moment we left the office, God had just started speaking and showing. And you know when God shows you a film and you just see everything, you know, everything's been pointing towards this. This isn't really anything new, but you just didn't see it, you just didn't get it. Well, suddenly, I'm not ready. I still need to wait. But you know what? When God is ready for a new thing, don't you wait. Step in. Suddenly, he gets put in that position. Maybe suddenly you get put in a position that you didn't expect. You thought maybe one day, but you know, but God's calling you. God's calling you and he's going to throw you in the deep end. But if he throws you in the deep end, he's going to let you swim, or rather, he's going to let you walk on water. Because with God, all things are possible. With God, you can do the impossible. When you do the possible, if you do what you can do, God will do what you can't do through you and in you. So his mother says to the servants, whatever he says to you, do it. She had some confidence. Faith, despite apparent rejection, reminds me of that woman who says, cast out the demon out of my daughter. And Jesus says, the bread is for the children, not for the pagans, not for the Gentiles. It's not for the dogs. And she says, even the dogs eat up the crumbs. I don't need much. All I need is my daughter delivered. Well, it's a big thing, isn't it? But you know what? She recognized it's nothing for him. Because he's the Almighty. She recognized him, and Jesus says, I've never seen such faith. How often does he say that to people you least expect it from? His faith, despite apparent rejection, she says to the servants, whatever he tells you, do it. Just do it. I know it's in good hands. You know, sometimes we don't understand how God's going to work, but we know he's going to work because we have faith in him. We don't have faith in the way he's going to do things how we think, but we have faith in him, and we leave it to him to do. And that's what she did. You know, God cares about our little issues. God cares about the embarrassment of our house running out of wine. God cares about your job situation. God cares about your family situation. God cares about everything in your life that's going on. God cares about that exam that you're fretting. He cares, and he's going to intervene. Just expect him. You don't know how, but somehow he's going to do it. Whatever they tell you, do it. Now there were set there 6 water pots of stone, according to the manner of purification of the Jews, containing 20 or 30 gallons apiece. Big jars of stone for the washing, for the ritual washing. Washing was part of the Old Testament law. You had the mikvah, the bath where a woman would, for example, cleanse herself after a certain time, and it needed to be flowing water, and there were all kinds of regulations and things like that. There's still places where you can visit. Actually, in the Rhineland, not far from where we had that wedding, there is a place, a town where you can go and you can visit an old medieval mikvah, and you can see where they would have dipped, and you have to have flowing, running water. But you know, it's not always possible to have running water. I was reading the other day about in the early church when they had baptism, they said it had to be running water. And then I said, well, but if there's no running water, you can also use a tub. And if there's no tub, you can also pour. You know, we argue about things. We make big issues out of things when actually, you know what, God doesn't care too much. Well, anyway, they had these jars. And they were clearly empty. They'd probably been used. People had washed themselves, you know, washed their feet. Remember Jesus washed the disciples' feet? They'd probably washed feet before the meal. When the people arrived, can you imagine if the whole village, you need a lot of water to wash feet. Anyway, the jars were empty. They hadn't got round to filling them up again for washing afterwards, because you had to wash afterwards as well. And Jesus says to them, fill the water pots with water. And without asking any questions, they filled them up to the brim. Now, it wouldn't have been anything unusual to the servants that they would fill those water pots at some stage, because they would be needed later. They filled them up, nothing unusual. Washing after the meal was as normal as washing before. But who is he? Who is he to them? Who's this guy? I don't know if they knew him. I don't know if the servants would have known him, if he'd been to the house before, because maybe it was his first time. Maybe really it wasn't. Nathaniel said, come to my family wedding now that I've met you, Messiah. Imagine having the Messiah at your wedding. Well, thank God we do, in spirit. Who is he to them? He hasn't done any miracles yet. He hasn't got a reputation yet. This was his first miracle. But they obey nonetheless. Again, it reminds me of Peter, when Jesus says, cast out your net. He fished all night. You fish at night, you don't fish in the early hours or in the morning when the sun comes out, and fish go deep down. That's why I had to cast the net in the deep, because the fish go down when the sun comes up. But Peter says, nevertheless, at your word. I know more about fishing than you. You're a carpenter, I'm a fisherman, I know how to do it. But you know what? At your word, there was something he recognized about Jesus. Something they recognized when he came on. You know, when Jesus called you, there's something you recognize about that call. The disciples couldn't resist when he said, leave your nets and follow me. They could not resist, they had to leave.
Thank you, Jesus.
When God speaks into your life. And he said to them, draw some out now, and take it to the master of the feast. And they took it. Can you imagine? You're a servant, a complete stranger tells you to fill the water pots up, draw some out, some water, and go and present it to the master of the feast who's got no wine, who's embarrassed, who's panicking, who's thinking, what am I going to do? And you present water. I think those guys might have feared that they might get the sack or worse. Anyway, nevertheless, at your word. So when did this water become wine? You know, faith believes without seeing. Faith believes that it's happened. When you ask and you believe, you receive. We don't receive by sight, we don't walk, we don't live by sight, we live by faith. When did it become wine? Before seeing. Again, reminds me of the story of the 10 lepers. Jesus said, go and show yourself to the priest. You know what would have happened if they went to town as lepers? They would have been stoned to death. But they went at his word. And as they went, they were healed. And of course, only one remembered to come back and thank him. But that's another story. By the way, he was a Samaritan. The one you least expect. When did it become wine? On the way. As they were carrying it, I think. That's the message I seem to get. When the master of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and did not know where it came from, but the servants who had drawn the water knew. It's all very clear here, isn't it? He received it, it's wine, by the time he gets it. He doesn't know where it comes from, but you can imagine the relief. And he's saying, any plonk will do. Just something to put on the table. They've drunk so much for 6 days anyway, this might be the 7th day. You know what? They have well drunk. They're not going to know the difference. You can serve them the plonk now. But not water, of course, they still tell the servants knew. They were probably wondering what's going on here. The master of the feast calls the bridegroom. And he says to the bridegroom, you know, you've provided wine, and I understand, you know, there's more wine, there's clearly enough. You know, I thought for a moment there wasn't, but there clearly is enough. But I've got a question. He doesn't know where this is from. Not that he asks. He's just relieved. And this is good stuff. This is real good stuff, yeah? This is old, mature wine, probably, you know. Wine, it gets better. You all know about wine? Wine gets, as it matures, if you have an older date, the likelihood is, it doesn't always work that way, the likelihood is it's the better wine if it's older. It's a bit like people, you know. I wouldn't want to be young again. You know, we get better and better as God works in us and shapes us into his image. Then he said to him, every man at the beginning sets out the good wine. You give the best at the beginning, when their taste buds are still sensitive. And when the guests have well drunk, that's when you give them the inferior, that's when you give them the plonk. But you've kept the good wine until now. Maybe he thought he could keep it aside. The area I come from is also a wine area, not as well known as the Rhine area, but we have a lot of these comedies, you know, these dialect comedies, you know, these culture comedies, and we're known for being quite mean. But it's the Swabians, us from the southwest, we're the ones that are, they all kind of jokes about us. And there's this comedy, and the wife says, hey, go down in the cellar and get some wine. He says, which one? The good one or the one for the guests? So maybe he was hoping to keep the good wine to the end. But no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. This new wine, he didn't know where it came from. Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine. When the guests are well drunk, then the inferior. You have kept the good wine until now. What's up? What's going on here? Why the best now? Did they ever know where it came from? We told the servants knew. Well, they would know, wouldn't they? They pour water and suddenly, but not if they witnessed this whole conversation, but this is the beginning of signs. Have you ever noticed in John, miracles are always called signs. They're signs of who Jesus is. This was the beginning of signs. This beginning of signs Jesus did in Cana of Galilee and manifested or revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him.